Okay. Mwana wa mai mbolera sina.
Oya ya mbolera sina. My dear, my dear. Oliye na mlaini. Wana mama msaida. Oliye na mlaini. Wana mama msaida.
Wapi mabega? Tune. Aha. Indumbu. Tune.
Sir, our Cabinet Secretary would wish to humbly request you that you receive this flag. As they were going to Tunisia, I gave them the flag. And sir, they've done their level best. I humbly request that, sir, you receive the flag back, and equally, you'll allow yourself to be enthroned with a medal. Thank you, sir.
God bless you and thank you so much.
Mask, please. Thank you. Yeah, last one. Kebo, tell me when you're ready.
Have Joffrey Kiplotich. We have Koplu Sylvia Jesebe. And we have David Sana. Is the team that went for African Women Club Championships that really made...
Cabinet Secretary, Minister of Interior and Coordination of National Government, Dr. Fred Matiang'i, who is our chief guest during this ceremony. The Chief Administrative Secretary, Minister of Interior and Coordination of National Government, Madam Winnie Gushu. The Chairman of Kenya Volleyball Federation, Mr. Waithaka Kioni, prisons officers present, members of the Fourth Estate, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be as brief in the interest of time. I'm gratified to welcome you all to prison's headquarters during this very important occasion to mark the reception of the Kenya Prisons Service sports team. The Kenya Prisons women volleyball team, popularly known as Prisons Queens, who completed in the just concluded 2021 Africa Club Championship in Tunisia, and the 5 Kenya Prison Service athletes led by head coach who was selected to represent the country in the World Relays in Silesia, Poland. Sir, from the onset, allow me on behalf of the Kenya Prison Service and on my own behalf to thank you most sincerely for taking time out of your busy schedule to preside over this occasion. There is no better way to demonstrate your commitment and support to the sporting activities of the service than your presence here today. Sir, I wish to report to you that the prisons team is glad to be a part of the national women volleyball team since we are the backbone of volleyball in the country. Our team's players and coach form majority of players in the national women's team. Sir, at this juncture, allow me on behalf of Kenya Prison Service and on my own behalf to congratulate the women volleyball team for their splendid performance in the African Club Championship held in Tunisia. Equally, sir, I wish to congratulate the 5 Kenya Prisons athletes and the head coach who was selected to represent the country in the World Relays in Silesia, Poland, for their sterling performance. They have indeed flown the flag of this country continentally and internationally. I request that the ministry continues to support the very active sportsmen and women who are great ambassadors of this country in various sporting disciplines. In conclusion, sir, may I take this opportunity once again to thank you most sincerely for gracing this important event in the calendar of the Service Sporting Spheres.
Sir, I would like to register my appreciation for your support all the way from the government through the ministry. Sir, without your support, this team could not make it up to the level that it has been able to make. Sir, one of the things that I experienced is that there is a lot of challenges that we faced. One, because of the training facilities, sir. When we went there, all the matches were to be played in an indoor stadium. But for our players, they trained all their matches in outdoors. Sir, it is my humble request that whenever you can, please, sir, assist us to get an indoor facility. And secondly, I would like to request, sir, through your great office, to assist us with adequate funding. Sir, because without adequate funding, sir, things won't be easy for us, especially for proper kitting, the training uniforms, and also the shoes. The third thing, sir, that I noticed is that our prayers, they need to be motivated, sir, because when they stay and they stagnate in one of the ranks, sir, their morale normally can get down. So, sir, it is my humble request that, sir, you may do something for them, and this will really uplift their morale. Thank you very much, sir. And through your great office, I thank you also for our great Madam PS and also our Commissioner General, who are working around the clock to make sure that this team gets to the level it has reached. Thank you so very much. It is my humble prayer that may God continue to bless you and continue to extend your territories so that you will be able to bless or to be able to encourage these young men and women. Thank you so very much, so that they can continue to make our beloved country proud. Thank you so very much. I've been given a very great role of introducing my team that I led to the African Club Championships for the women. And to start with, we have the team manager, a well-able Senior Superintendent of Prisons, Madam Befarin Lungazo. And we have our head coach, who is Chief Inspector David Lungaho. And we also have our physio therapist, Alex Mwendia, who is a Senior Sergeant. And we have the Deputy Coach, Mr. Sergeant Koplo Asenga Mafisi. And at the back, we have Blacksidis Agala, who is the captain of the team for the volleyball. She's a sergeant, and we have Sergeant Diana Kisa. We have Sergeant Talus Judith. We have Florence Lydia Mayo. We have Florence Bosile. We have Shairil. We have Hama Jepgeo, who is a PC. We have Meldin Sande. We have Teresa Akai. She's a PC. We have Vion Wafinya. And for athletics, sorry. We have Florence Bosile and Hama Jepgeo. They are both PCs. And for the athletics, we have the head coach, Gideon Shilshil, and we have his assistant, who is Stephen Maniki. They are both inspectors. And we have PC Hesbon Ochieng, who is the...
And mine is to congratulate. I think join me to really, really give a hard clap for this team who have really performed very well. They have continued to shine. They have continued to put Kenya on the flag. And we must say as Kenyans that we are very, very proud of you. We really follow. Every time we hear that Kenya is performing, we are always following and cheering from wherever we are. So you have supporters and people who are cheering you along all the time you go to represent this country. So before Corona, when we used to travel, the way that we identify ourselves is that I'm from Kenya, and they say, oh, you're runners. I say, yeah, even me, I can really run, because I know I'm not going to be taken to any field to run, and they find out that some of us can't even run. So you continue to fly the flag of Kenya up high, and we are very, very proud of you. Many Kenyans who may not have the opportunity to tell you and congratulate you, I want to echo their congratulations and to tell you to keep it up. And you know that you're always in our prayers. Every time you go out there, especially you are brave enough to go and actually participate during this time of COVID-19, and you are able to deliver. So we want to congratulate you and to make sure and to encourage you so that you go further.
I'm really grateful to be here. So let me first of all start on my own behalf and on behalf of all of us to say how proud I am as your minister, and to say congratulations to our Kenya Prisons Women Volleyball and our relay championship silver and bronze medalist teams. Pongezi sana. There was a time when I met someone, I will not reveal their names today, and they were talking to me about our national volleyball team and how it's doing very well. I took time to tell them half of those people are our very own prison staff, so you should be thanking me first of all and buying me things here and making me happy, because those are our people playing for you, as it were. I want you to know very sincerely that we're very proud of you. You've always carried our flag high. You've done very well everywhere you have gone. I remember a year ago when we had certain challenges, even in terms of resources. I must sincerely say, Commissioner General, I was so proud of our officers. They went out for the competition, and even when there had challenges and so on, we did not have a single case of indiscipline. We did not hear that our officers were frolicking all over the place, doing crazy things out there and so on. And even when we've had challenges before, our prisons team, as you've always gone out, the reports we get is that in most of those camps, you are actually the most disciplined team. And I thank you for that. That's not just good for us as a prison service, it's also good for us as a country, because you hold up the image of our country and you keep the name of this great nation high. Not just in the competition, but in the manner in which you conduct yourselves. And for that reason, I sincerely thank you. And I would like to request my colleagues in the ministry and in the State Department of Correctional Services that let's do whatever it takes to ensure that we keep supporting you and we work with you to do even more and to preserve the tradition that the prison service has kept in this country. Catherine, the reason why I did not want you to put the metro on me, I wanted to put it on you, is because I don't want to be a typical Kenyan public servant, who's hypocritical, enjoying the fruits of other people's work. Then I come here and I look like I am the one who won the medal, I put it on, and then start bragging around here, taking pictures. Yet actually you are the people who worked hard. I want you to know that I genuinely respect and admire you as our athletes and the work you do. And that's why for us as leaders, the work we have to do to support you so that you succeed is less than the effort that you put in your practice and in your competition to get us to where we are today. So, let me start first of all by responding to the things you asked me, Catherine. Number one, Commissioner General, you know, and we have agreed, Wanini, we will now start next year to build the sports complex, including an indoor facility at Ruiru, where we started. And actually, after we are done with this ceremony, I would like us to have a brief consultation so that we agree when we are going to break ground. Because I believe in saying things that happen. I also don't believe in doing those lies, you know, that people do in public service, where we behave like politicians. We say things that so that people can clap for you and go away. Then we meet again next year. Then we give excuses, start lying to each other. We blame Corona, we blame everything, you know, for not doing what we are supposed to be doing. There's Corona, yes, but we can also get some work done. And then I have an idea how we are going to start with the little resources we have budget-wise. I will talk nicely to the peers and so on. Let us begin. Because we have enough capacity in Ruiru, let us begin working on the sports facility that we have been thinking about. We have land, so we don't have a problem. Let's begin with the first aspects of that complex so that we can give these men and women the indoor facility that they actually are looking for. And I will be your champion in doing this. I'm going to lead a fundraising program, not only for this facility, but I will work with my colleagues on a campaign to sign partnerships with private sector players to help you even in kitting and getting you the facilities that you need. Number two, I agree with you, Catherine. We need to support our officers when they do well. We should recognize and appreciate effort and hard work. And officers who do well all round in activities, in sporting activities, in music like our wonderful Prisons band here, we should support them to grow. That's why I agree with the work that your Commissioner General and the PS have done. We have actually completed the work of reviewing the movement and sorting out that stagnation. In a very short time, once we have only one more step left, and we will move quite a number of you in the prison service in terms of rank. You know, usually this ends at the agency's consultation level, where we sit together across all the security agencies. The Commissioner General, the Inspector General of the National Police Service, and the CDF, so that we now look at all these terms across the board. Then we improve and make the movement. And when we were in Ruiru the other day, Commissioner General, you remember, when His Excellency the President launched the new factory where we are making our own guns, the President instructed us that we meet the heads of the agencies and myself and my colleague Minister for Finance so that we complete this before the end of this financial year. So I promise you that we will sort this out before 1st of July in terms of looking at those that need to move. And we will have a meeting with the head of public service so that we get all the agencies together and deal with that aspect of stagnation. I don't want you to think that, you know, we are just bossing you around here, enjoying, you know, our offices, and yet we don't care about your responsibility. We do, and we appreciate the work that you are doing as we go along. Finally, Catherine, we will continue to do everything we can to support you. If there is anything that the prison service has proved recently, just that we probably don't talk a lot about it, and soon enough people will discover, is that potential of the prison service is huge. And when it's managed well and coordinated well, we do a lot. The team that we have that is leading this State Department and the Commissioner General and his team, I am very happy about the work that has happened. Our Principal Secretary Madam Zainabu Hussein, our Commissioner General, and his very able team here of directors and leaders have brought about a very strong revitalization of the prison service, and the programs we have had have yielded, results that we can see. Because, sometimes, truth be told, in our enterprise fund and enterprise business, these days we talk about money that people never used to talk about in this service in the past. Now we are doing well. And we thank God for the bounty that we have. We have harvested a lot of food from our farms. We are able to look after our inmates very well. And you can see that with a very strong measure of honesty and commitment, we can achieve a lot. I mean, when I look at the work that, the PS, the Commissioner General, and their teams have been doing at the rice farm in Mwea, for example, or the amount of maize we have harvested this year, and so on and so forth, you can see clearly that if we remain focused, committed, and disciplined in the work we have been given, we will do more for our country. And this is the trajectory I would like us to stay as we go forward. But as we do more and as we prosper, we also look at our officers, because it's because of you and the hard work that you put into the service that we succeed. And that's why I want to say this to the country, because I know sometimes I've been receiving letters, people writing out there in social media about how they have not been paid. We have paid out of the door 50% of all the owing funds from the prison service. Our pending bill was 6 billion shillings. We have paid out the door 50%. Now, we have completed recently, by yesterday, the PS informed me, an additional 25% which has now gone into the IFMI system, which means by end of this month, we will have paid 75% of all our pending bills. The remaining 25 we will pay before the end of this financial year. I know that we have been moving around according to regions. Now we only have Coast and Western. Those are the only ones we have not cleared. We have paid pending bills for all the other regions. And because we agreed, I need to say this very openly here, we agreed with all my colleagues, the PS, the directors of the State Department, the Commissioner General, and everyone, we will never again go back to that kind of nonsense where we have come from, of procurement systems that are not transparent, very problematic ways of managing our affairs. Then we end up accumulating huge bills. There are small businesses and business owners who have been disturbed. Some of them have even been auctioned because of our convoluted systems. I want you directors to know, especially the heads who are here, the bosses who are here from headquarters, please, my dear brothers and sisters, let our officers in the field know, including the OICs, if we have lean budgets or we have small budgets, we still have to operate within a framework that is not going to create problems for us. Let's not start engaging in this, recklessness in procurement and spending resources we do not have. Let us manage the public resources that have been entrusted to us very responsibly. Because if we do, we will not accumulate pending bills, we will not stress our suppliers. But so far, so good. In the last one financial year, and even more, I am grateful. And the Commissioner General, please tell your senior staff, I am very grateful that we haven't accumulated any pending bills. We are not now stressing anyone. We are dealing with historical challenges. And because 75% of those now have been sorted out, the 25% that is left will complete before the end of this financial year, and we'll put an end to this madness forever. So that we spend what we have, and we spend what we are allocated, and we remain very disciplined as public servants in the manner in which we handle resources. It is necessary that we do that. Otherwise, we end up stressing our people. People supply us goods and services, then now we start telling them stories when we cannot pay them, just because we have not done the proper paperwork, we've not followed procurement procedures, and it's not the problem of the suppliers, it is our problem, because we want to play around and fiddle around with things so that we can benefit from them. So we must maintain that discipline. Never again will the Correctional Services, Mr. Ogalo, never again will we ever have to deal with those types of things called pending bills where we cannot explain certain things. We have gone through a very difficult experience, even to get to pay the 6 billion shillings. Because you know these are public resources we are handling, we have to be accountable, we have to make sure that we have followed all the procedures. We started by involving all accountability institutions, including DCI, EACC, and everybody. We have gone back and forth on this. With the Treasury put up a special team on these pending bills. We have kept working on this journey, and we have spent nearly 2 years trying to sort out this problem. Not because we did not want to pay, but because we also have to be accountable because we're handling public resources. Now that we have solved this problem, we should never again go back to it as it were. Finally, our good people, we will continue to work and support you in what you do. Catherine, I pray that the Lord blesses us, and in my lifetime, since you prayed for me to have a long life, we can actually launch a special sports complex for the prison service so that we can have more numbers, more of our officers trained, more of our officers enhance their skills. We want to continue winning. Not that we don't want other people to win, but you know, we have no problem winning because that is our way of doing things. We are good. We have got excellent volleyballers. Lungao is the one who coaches everybody around and is our own man. So we want to continue winning. So in that long life that you have wished me, I also want the prison service to continue that long streak of continuing to win medals and to do well. And may the Lord strengthen our hands for that good work ahead that we have to do, both for our service and for our country. Keep up the good work, keep up the discipline particularly, and remember, wherever you are carrying the flag of this great country. We must make sure the image of our country is kept clear.